Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to session 6 of our beginner core connection postpartum core engagement series. And I'm so happy we're at the 6th exercise. If you're just landing here, you can start here as well. Just make sure you know how to engage your core properly, which I have a few videos on that previously. Or if you are familiar with how to engage the core, just jump in. Now for today we're going to need optional. Those things are always optional. I do things simply, you can just do them at home, but if you add a few things, it kind of makes it fun and you can add a little extra challenge in the right, proper way. You will need a chair and a dip station. We are going to begin with pelvic tilts, standing, hands over the heart, closing the eyes, taking a nice deep inhalation, exhaling through the soles of the feet, allowing yourself to get grounded. The birds always start singing when I start speaking. They must respond to must be responsive to my voice. And inhaling again through the heart, exhaling through the feet. Inhale through the heart. Feel your core engaging with your inhalation. Exhaling through the feet, engaging the core. One more time, inhale through the heart. Engaging through the core. Exhaling through the feet. And we're going to take the tailbone under and pull the sides of the TVA towards each other. Release and again pull. And release, one more time, pull. Release, pull. Tucking the tailbone under. Release, exhale, pull, and release. So we're doing it on exhalation. As you exhale, at the top of the exhalation, you pause and you squeeze really hard as you can, and release. But when you're out and about and doing things, picking up bags, going to the grocery store, picking up your child, etc., you should be able to engage your core even when you're speaking, not as intensely, but you should be able to engage it when you're speaking, when you're inhaling, exhaling, and so forth. We're just right now doing it on the top of the exhalation. Otherwise, I'm able to talk to you and still keep it in. And inhale, because we are training to do this even throughout our life, during our life. Now, Kegels are always important. Mula Bandha is always important. I taught that through all my series through pregnancy, and that was one of the main things we worked on. After delivery or after surgery or whenever you're starting a program, always engage your pelvic floor, because that's something we need to do for life, and it is very important for the health of the internal organs and for your bladder and so forth, and just retention of energy, keeping your energy in, vitality in, so things are not leaking out of you speaking energetically. So from here, I'm going to stop talking, I promise. We are going to do our safe exercises for legs, and then we're going to move on to stretching. Let's inhale the hands over the heart, over the head, clasping the hands together, reaching over to one side, over to the opposite side. One more time. Opposite side. Lift and shift your weight onto the right foot. Step back with the left leg, high lunge, reaching over to your right and step forward. Opposite side, reaching over to your left, step forward. One more time, alternating forward, opposite side, forward, opposite side, forward, opposite side, step it in, change, and hands over the heart. Let's step the feet a little wider than hip width apart, and we're gonna do proper squat. So booty pushes back, core engages. If your belly bulges out, then don't go as deep. You can go as far down as you can while still pushing the booty back and engaging the core. Think of squats as a belly exercise. It is, of course, a leg exercise. And let's bring the hands on the belly. Lower down, squat, chest open, come up. Lower down, tuck your tailbone under. Lower down, tuck the tailbone under. Engage the belly. Engage the belly. Engage the belly. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. From here we are going to shift onto the right leg, step back, high lunge, come up and do a mini deadlift. For deadlifts we did it in part 5, but we'll do it again. We'll touch an obstacle in front of us, something. This is a bit high, but that's okay. We're still building up to our strength, so you're just going to grab something that is your obstacle or your target goal, and we'll step back, high lunge, right knee above the ankle, come up, belly in, engage the belly, bend the right knee, squeeze the booty. So the muscles working here are lower back, straight and engaged, booty, come up, belly engaged. Let's go, 10 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Opposite side, let's go, so that we can build up heat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From here, we are going to use that same chair for step-ups. Alright, right leg onto the chair, lift your left knee up. So, we're just going to pull the belly in, squeeze the belly in, tuck the knee. 1, 2, belly in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Going over to the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to use our chair for side plank. Bring your hand onto the chair, wrist underneath the shoulder, shoulder blades, shoulders down, shoulder blades tucked into the back, space between the collarbones, pull the belly in, inner thighs working towards each other, activating your Mula Bandha. Opposite side. Both hands on the chair. Now this is important. Take a plank and look down at your belly. See if anything is bulging. If the midsection is coming out bulging, as if your connective tissue is allowing the insides to press out, back off. Go back to side planks or wait, and you can make sure that your belly is visible. So that you can pull it in and make sure that you're holding it in. Should we do it one more time? Do it for as long as you can. I have to squeeze really hard, so I'm not holding it for very long because I want to hold it for as long as it is very well performed. And coming out of it. From here, we're gonna go over to our dip station. Lay down or sit underneath your dip station. Grab onto your handles. If you don't have a dip station, you can rest in child's pose or happy baby. And we're going to come up. Strong back is important, and we can hold our stomachs here, engage the stomach, and actually bend your knees if you can pull yourself up with your legs straight. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I listed it below this station yesterday. I'll try to list it again today. I do recommend you getting it. It is going to come in handy, especially now when we're kind of limited in how many things we're doing. Alright, soles of the feet together, butterfly pose. Come into an easy seated pose, and we're gonna go for a few vacuums. Pulling basically scooping everything of your insides in. Performing this on empty stomach, preferably, or just tiny bit of probably water of an hour ago or something like that is best. And release. Should we go again? And release. A few more of those. You're really imagining that you're pulling your navel towards your spine. And again. And don't despair if your muscles are not firing up. They will eventually. It takes a while because they've been overstretched. So don't despair, just keep at it. If it feels very minimal what you're doing, that if it feels to you that you're doing, that your abs are just not as strong as they used to be, or they're just not performing even in all these easier poses, they will. It will take time, just because you have been through a lot. Your body has been through a lot. All right, one more. And again. Shall we go one last time? All right, very good. So from here we are going to take just a moment to come back to your breath. Come on to all fours. Pull the belly in and hold it in. Rest, coming out of the O4 so that the belly doesn't hang, and back. Pull the belly in. Keep your spine neutral so that you can really focus on contracting the core. One more time. Release. And now we'll add the leg and the arm. Coming to all fours, take the left leg up, right arm. Pull the belly in. Opposite side. Excellent. Focus on form, and let's do 5 reps of this, but really it depends on where you're at. You can do a little more, little less, as long as you're maintaining your form. From here you're going to come onto your side, lay down onto your back, and tuck the pelvis under, pull the abdominals in towards each other. And from here we're just going to move the heel, right heel away from us and towards us, keeping everything in. Lower back on the floor, so slight pelvic tilt. Opposite side. If you feel like doing more of this, you can pause the video. Soles of the feet together, supine Baddha Konasana or reclining butterfly pose. From here, press your elbows down, press your shoulders, outer shoulders down into the floor, and we'll lift the booty of the floor. Little booty exercise. Lift, 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 lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Moving on to bridge lifts. 1, 2. At the top of the lift, 3. You're going to extend the tailbone down for a slight tilt. 5. Now without the extension, you experiment by lifting and keeping just neutral alignment, squeezing the abs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can bring your knees into your chest. Roll onto your side, go to your chair and we'll pick it up. Same thing, only on a chair. To come down, lay onto your side, roll onto your back and legs onto the chair. Let's perform the pelvic lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's bring the left leg over the chest for a nice stretch. Right leg over the chest, hamstring stretch. Soles of the feet together, grab your feet, press the knees away from you for an inner thigh stretch. Roll onto your side, come back up, and we'll go for a few more side planks, aligning here, drawing the belly in. Changing. Changing. Change. And this time, sit on the chair, hands on the chair, extend your legs in front of you, pull the belly in, and keeping your triceps in so they're not flaring out. They're basically shoulder width apart or around that. We're gonna go for triceps dips. And sit back onto your chair. From here, we're going to lift one knee at a time off the floor, drawing the belly in and using that as a mini bicycle of sort. And just see where you're at. If it's too early for you, just back off. It's no rush, you're gonna get there. Try not to rush your body. Let's pull the belly in. And opposite side. And now let's lift a few times, alternating, really holding the belly in. release. One more time. Now next time we can try with legs extended. For now that's good enough. I think moving on with our safer the core leg exercises. Let's go for side lunges. I like side lunges here because they allow you to engage your core in a composite movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite side. Coming to the front of your mat if you're using a mat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Shake your head. Yes and no. Clasp your hands behind you, hands pressing away from your back, softening the shoulders. Both hands on the floor. Let's move them towards the inside of the right foot and take the left foot all the way back for a low lunge stretch here. And you can come into a semi-splits or stay in the low lunge, making sure your knee is behind your ankle. You're not putting weight onto the back knee. Good. And from here you're just going to take pigeon, level the hips, lifting the rib cage away from the belly, lower down. Now is a good time to, through exhalation, send love for every body part you have and gratitude for everybody, for all your body parts, or to all your body parts. Being thankful, grateful, appreciative, accepting of every part of you. The way you accept your physical heart is by accepting the emotional heart. The way you accept your ability to walk or your ability to talk, the same way. Accepting your physical lips, physical legs, physical feet. We're not looking for perfection, we're looking for the best we can be at the given moment, at any given moment. So, we're not looking to be who we used to be, how we used to be, how our abs used to be, how our body used to be, mind used to be. We're looking to be the best we can be at the moment, and that's good enough. We're not ever going to achieve any form of perfection, and chasing perfection is just a cause for suffering. Let's just say that. It can bring on anxiety and dissatisfaction, sadness, when the truth of the matter is all we can be or all we can strive to be is the best version of ourselves at the moment. Right now, if you're postpartum, you have limitations, but you are the best that you can be now, and that's all you can be. You cannot strive for the impossible, you cannot strive for the unattainable, because that is just a cause for sadness and dissatisfaction. But as long as you know that you're the best that you can be at the moment, that's good. That's an achievable goal. Once you understand that you are doing the most that you can do without exhausting yourself, exhausting your resources, then you will have inner peace, and from there you can actually ironically do more. Great. Coming up, and just bring your left leg forward. From here, we're just going to bring the hands on the inside of the left foot and take low lunge here. Flexing the foot, coming into pigeon on the left side. Level the hips and lower down. Exhaling through the hip, bathing your body in acceptance and love, your own love. Because a lot of times we keep searching for something externally, searching for answers, for signs, acceptance, love, symbolism externally, and just instead of doing that, focus on giving yourself that what you're looking for from the inside, because the resources are on the inside. And when you focus on internally building that support system, always activate Mula Bandha, because this is retaining, activating the resources from inside. Cultivating that energy, preserving it and cultivating it. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, ask yourself, can I be the best that I can be today? And that may not be anything great or amazing, but it will be great for the day. And it may not be the best for the period in your life. Maybe tomorrow, the day after, you can be a lot more energetic and achieve more. But as long as you understand that you're achieving the most for any given day, it is the best you can do that day, that is fine. You've given it your best, and you're in the best shape possible for the moment. So we're not chasing the impossible, the unattainable, we're after the best possible. Let's walk the hands back up, come into all fours, pull the belly in, and from here we're just going to walk the feet between the hands, forward bend. Let your head hang, shake it. And let's Alright, for the next exercise we're going to do something I don't even know if I've done in my classes, but it's a fun exercise. So we're taking a side squat, pretending that we're moving under an obstacle and coming up. It's a martial arts drill. And from here, coming up, when you come up, you can pull the belly in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Making sure that your back is straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Shall we go back to our nice cross back lunges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take wide stance. Warrior 2. Heel to heel alignment. It's extremely windy. And changing sides. Externally rotating the back hip. Plie. Which is very safe. It's a nice lower body exercise, very safe. Plie. Moving in plie, either poses or full-on squats. Great, come out of plie, shake your legs. Going back into plie. And we're just going to move side to side. Reaching side to side. Take plie, hold, squeeze your inner thighs, press your knees back. And we're going to lift the hips on one side, opposite side. Squeezing the booty. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms out, reaching side to side. 1, 2, 4, 6. Last one, 10. Let's twist side to side, hands over the legs, look over one shoulder, over the other. And to be done with the plie set, we'll walk forward. So walking forward, I used to think this was so funny when I first started doing it many years ago, 15 years ago. Now I think it's just the most common thing. Yes, I would shop at the grocery store like that. What are you looking at? Does that look weird? I don't think so. Moving forward and moving back. Forward and back. And hold your plie. Let's stretch in the froggy stretch. Come down and pat it under the knees. Bring your knees down and stretch the inner thighs. Pulling the belly in, of course. At this point, everybody is a pro at this. And coming up, sit between your heels and lower down. Try not to open the knees wider than hip width apart. If you're opening them way too wide, you're just pushing the pose beyond your capacity at the moment. Stay a little higher, or even sit on a block. And coming back up. Let's bring the legs in front of us. Left knee on the ground. Right knee above the left knee. Walk your heels in towards your hips. Either stay here or lower down. And you can bring your hands on the side of the top leg, so basically to your left if your right knee is above. On top, walk over to the other side, ending up on the other side. And leave a comment below. What do you want to see for the rest of the series? I have a good outline, but if you have any suggestions or any requests, I will fulfill them. We're now the lucky ones that are doing it real time, because once the series is over, it will be a finished product. It will be there for the future mamas to use. But right now, if you're doing it with me at the moment as I'm uploading them, you can request some poses or some more intensity, less intensity, easier, more cardio, and so forth. So I would like to hear what you guys wanna see more of. Besides the fact that we're moving towards a stronger core. All right. Coming into easy pose, hands on the knees, coming back to your breath, Mula Bandha, pull the belly in and up. Pelvic floor is strengthening, core is strengthening. It may look like we're sitting, but release, and one more time, pull the Mula Bandha in, belly in and up. Mula Bandha is Kegel muscle. And release, one more time. One more time. One more time. Bend. Coming back up, open the legs wide, forward bend. Knees pointing up. Coming back up, let's do a few side to side ridges. Hands behind you, fingers pointing towards you. Actually, let's start with tabletop. Tabletop. Heels underneath the knees or ankles underneath the knees. And release. We can either repeat the tabletop or go to reverse plank. And release, roll onto your side, come onto your back, either soles of the feet together or extend the legs down, and take a moment to bring yourself back to the moment, appreciating the moment and extending gratitude for everything you have in your life. Namaste.